to me and his channel.
What's up, it's your boy LOE Visuals. I'm back with another video with y'all on. How y'all today? We vibing, y'all know we on it. We about to watch the playoffs. But we had to get this content to you guys. Grizzlies about to watch the Grizzlies and the Lakers, but had to get this content to you guys so we I love you guys, So yeah, before I start, make sure y'all smash the like button, We're on the road to 1K subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, turn post notifications on, join me on my journey, lock in with me. We going up. So let's talk about it. Chris Colbert says that he still wants to fight Frank Martin, but only at 130 pounds. And I want to talk about it. So if you guys don't know, Chris Primetime Colbert is his name, I guess. He just fought on the Caleb Plant, David Benavidez undercard. He fought Jose Valenzuela. He got a decision. A lot of people thought that he didn't deserve that decision. In my opinion, I didn't think he deserved it. I thought, Valenzuela kind of beat him up. But I did think Colbert was running rounds. But, I just thought, as far as damage, I thought, Valenzuela was doing more damage. And, Chris Colbert got the decision, and of course, he said he wasn't rematching Valenzuela. So, I'm not shocked. That he didn't want to get in there. Didn't want to get in there with that guy again. He said that he felt like Valenzuela was a loser and a sore loser, and when he took his defeat, he was respectable, and he was respectable. I gotta give him that. So I'm not mad at him. I understand, I think Chris Colbert, has done it wrong, in my opinion. He kind of jumps up weight classes without, doing anything. At first, he started his career at 26, and if you guys didn't know, Chris Colbert did start his career at 126 pounds, and he says, the weight cut was killing him. He couldn't eat right. And I just thought that was, a discipline thing. You're a young guy. You were fresh in boxing. And I thought cutting 26, it would be tough, but it would have possibly gave you an advantage, maybe to get a championship at 26. Because, and then, you take the move to 30. And I thought that jump was kind of early, just to jump up weight divisions. And, those guys were kind of bigger than you, in my opinion. I didn't think you was the biggest 130 pounder in the world. So, I thought, maybe he would just win a title with skill. But, when he got in there with Hector Luis Garcia, that guy just looked bigger than him, and he looked like a kid in there, as far as frame and stature, he looked like a kid, and now he's trying to, make the move up to 35. I mean, you really haven't accomplished anything at 30, If I were you, I would have stayed at 30, and that's him recognizing that he couldn't possibly do anything with Frank Martin at 135 pounds. Like, it's no chance. Frank Martin probably stopped Chris Colbert. I don't think Chris Colbert will give any problems to Frank Martin. I know disrespect. I think that Chris Colbert knows that. That's why he's saying he wants to fight at 130. And I don't think Frank Martin is getting down to 130. I think he cuts a lot to get down to 135. Not a lot, but I just think he's a big 135. So I don't see him cutting an extra 5 pounds to get to 130. And you don't have a title. I mean, you don't have really anything to bring to Frank Martin. And, he getting guys like Keyshawn Davis to call him out, and, bigger names at the division calling him out. And if anything, a lot of people think that you lost your last fight, Chris Colbert. So, I wouldn't take this fight, especially at 130 if I was Frank Martin. I mean, it doesn't benefit me. You don't have anything at 30 that he needs, if anything, he probably has a better chance of becoming a champion, in my opinion. I don't think Chris Colbert will get a championship unless he go back down to 30. But I don't see him getting a title at 35. You know, the guy's just too good. You know, and that's not a knock at Chris Colbert. I still think he's a good fighter, but you know, I think it will be best if he moved down to 35. I think the guys is just a little too big for him, and you know, I don't know if he can handle it right now. I think he still should have been at 30 after the loss to Hector Luis Garcia, but you know, he was out of the ring for a while, so maybe he was just trying to, you know, get a little tune-up fight at 35 and you know, Valenzuela want the right guy to tune up against, you know. But yeah, I don't think Frank Martin's gonna take the fight with Chris Colbert. I don't think Chris Colbert brings anything, and I think this is just a a clout chase move by Chris Colbert. You know, I guess he understands, you know, on their side that Frank Martin is hot. You know, especially compared to him at the moment, he's more hotter than him at the moment. So he's trying to build his name up and, you know, possibly gain notoriety off of calling Frank Martin out, you know, because I am reporting on it. So it's actually in his benefits, you know. You know, he getting guys to talk about it. So, yeah, I if I was Frank Martin, I wouldn't pay this no attention. If he was serious about fighting it, it would be at 35, you know. But I don't think the kid's serious. You know, he's just trying to use you for notoriety. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure y'all smash the like button. We're on the road to 1K subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, turn the post notifications on. Join me on my journey, locked in with me. You know, we're going up. I love you guys. I'm out.